Hello and welcome. Yeah, there's quite a bit to say, right? Yeah, I've literally just filled that with those seeds. Wow, it's not got very massive storage. Probably would be better if we use the class, but the class is in use or will be in use. Yeah, I will explain. Yeah, now I've also checked up my crop rotation, the real crop rotation, so that yeah, I've now. Well, actually, yeah, why not? Let's refill you while we're this close, and let's grab that fertilizer. And what are we going to fit in here? Let's have a look. What did we have? We had oat and wheat, so we had 2 cereal crops. So then we could plant. What can we plant? I think we had to wait till next month for. No, sunflowers now. Yeah, we're going to plant sunflowers, or we could go soy. Soy's unique as well, but I suppose soy's probably makes more sense because we haven't got a. Okay, we're out of. Wow, yeah, 5 tons exactly. Wow, it holds more than that. Right, I do believe this is the first time we've used this, though there will not be a course for this. So let's have a look. Let's create that. So and yeah, this is obviously well, no, actually the class could have done it, but I need the class. It's very important that we do the class, and you'll see that it is across the road at the minute. So we don't want 9 headlands. We absolutely don't. We want, I would say, for a 12-meter 2 should be enough. It's all about turnaround space, headlands, really, from going out, so you don't clock anything. Maybe, I don't know that it will cope with another bit. Well, I suppose, yeah, actually I think I still prefer 3 at that. Looking at that, there's a lot of buildings around and fences and stuff around this field. That looks more like it to me. So let's save that. Always forget, you can't see that so well. Right, field 2 is it field 2? It is. Yes, it is. Field 2, save course, activate. Oh, no, we haven't got anything more. 12-meter. And let's set a worker going. First, we don't want any of that. Want yes, and go. Right, we are going to run over to. Yeah, now there's often an answer to things, and sometimes it's staring you right in the face. Yeah, I knew I couldn't transfer the contents of the samurai into the cedar, but we can have, wink wink, tubes that lead from that into the cedar to feed it. All we needed to do was swap over the tractors, and we've got 1.5 tons that have been sitting in that always, forever. So we may actually do this, which is a shame because I really wanted to grab a few of the sugarcane seeds. I did. I've got to be honest. I was yeah. Oh, that's Courseplay being very good and doing its thing. Quite amazing that is. I don't know what that actually achieves though, especially with those side wings, because it's not like you load into it. Do you load it? Is this like, could you use this as a thing as well? Because there's nothing in that middle section, and it's got side wings, which means you could hold more in it. So is this supposed to be used as a trailer as well? Does it double up? And it isn't part of the Jackto pack either. It's another modder, and it is a cracking mod. It really is. Yeah, and I know we've not got any fertilizer, and we're going to do that separately. Did that actually do anything? Oh, it doesn't like me doing that. Right. On the other thing is okay. Right. Let's. Yeah, the refillable pallet is across the road, which I checked in editing. That's my morning alarm. Yeah, let's zoom in a little. I do feel like a little. Oh, what? Why are you not doing anything? What is your problem? Oh, what's your problem? Hey? Oh, it can't as well. It's not a no-till. It's not a no-till, and this field looks tremendously to me like it needs a bit of prep. Yeah, I think that's definitely true. Well, I suppose what we could do though is, if we're going, oh no, we haven't got plenty of seeds. Yeah, we have got a no-till, but it is true we could not plant corn. this month. So let's pay a little bit more attention to what we're sewing, shall we? Schoolboy error. Yeah. Automatic pilots. Yeah, where you're not thinking and you just like crack on and you think you've got everything. And I always say that about the talking. The talking is, yeah, it really does. Oh, I've got another fertilizer thing. Fantastic. So we are all right. I do like the terrace, and because of that fact that now we don't need to do. No, we could use the 190. The 160 is a little on the short side. It would cope with it, but it's not really the right tractor for the job. Yeah, let's stick a few of you out a little bit. I do need to stick these in the shed. I'd like a little shed for that probably on here. One of those open ones where they can just sit under it, so that it seems, yeah, with tractors, I personally think those kind of you're forever like, oh, I can't really put it away because I've got to get it out. Oh, no, we need in the shed though now. And I suppose it just depends on you, like, as a content creator, or the way you play. Now, did I leave the terrace in? Yeah, I did. It is in there. In fact, it's the only thing in there. Yeah, all the other stuff's in the other shed. Whoa. Right, now, I can't remember if we have to open this. I think we do. Oh, it turns so slowly. Fertilizer over there. Be careful. You're not looking behind you. Yeah, I've come off a monster session. If I'm a little bit, it's because I've got. You're not. I don't mean literally. Well, yeah, you can see. Let's just wander over everything, shall we? Let's just not worry about things. Let's just drive over the mower and drive over the fertilizer, because that's the sort of thing that you do, isn't it, as a farmer? Not. Yeah, I've just come off a monster harvest. Not literally, but yeah. The last job I did was the monster harvest on Avon Valley, and it was a 3-hour. So it really was a bit of a monster. Now, I think we have to open for this. Yeah, I'm sure, oh, but without destroying everything. I'm sure we have to. Because isn't it at the back? Pull out a little. Now then, how do we... you can't pull it open with it open like that, so it's not that. There we go. Open cover. Wow, it really... This is a... I can't remember the terrace being this awkward before. Okay, well, it looks like we lead the John Deere. In that case, our second, loader, which is where? Oh, have I sent it down to the shop with the lorry? Of course I have. Of course I have. Yes, they are. I was going to start down there, if you remember. Yeah, there's so much to do. I've sort of left things a little bit... oh, no. The lorry's there. Where is the John Deere? Is that down at the... Oh, it is as well. Can we achieve our end? Can we? We can. Yeah, of course we can. Yeah, well, I suppose we can. Let's crack on with what we can do. We can borrow that. All we need to do is a bit of mental gymnastics with my very tired brain, with that massive 3-hour session behind me. I want to. Keep saying this, and I do mean it. This is where the music's playing at the minute. I was really gonna go on Agres balconies, and I thought, I don't feel it. Not after that massive session. Nothing bad. Just like, I've already just come off a monster session, and I just fancied what I felt, what I wanted to do, and this was the Let's Play that is flowing nicely. As in, yeah, it is. Then there's a lot to do. That's the other thing. There really is. So that should or into that, and we should be able to literally grab that. Now he says, how do we grab that? Well, when in Rome, can we? Yeah, all we've got really is our bale fork. It has got spikes, sort of. We could stick that. It's all we've got. We've got really no choice but to have a go with that, because our proper front loader that has that proper job, it's not here. So we'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But farmers are experts at improvising, truly. But what I think we're going to do is we're going to go short. I'm going to have this adjusted, because I do think long is a little tad excessive for what we're trying to achieve. But yeah, this is all we've got, so it's this or we have to wait. And I really would like to get the seeding and planting done. So tool bale, customize, short forks. Fantastic. I am very, very impressed with this, the Schaefer. So the Schaefer's gone up in my recommendation. In fact, I'd even choose this with its weight over. Right, let's put those forks down and see if we can sort of put them underneath. You could sort of. You'd probably slice into the mid. Having been a pallet fixer, I'd probably hit the middle block, but that actually would assist us in what we're trying to do now anyway. So it really wouldn't be the end of the world. I'd probably need a new pallet box after this though. So well, no, you just replace the middle block, and having fixed them a lot. And now then we need to look. We need to zoom in a little first. I think I'm a little high. Maybe the game mechanics see that as one chunk, and so therefore won't allow me to. Because you could, if you look closely, I could really. Oh no, the game mechanics are playing nicely. Are doing exactly as they would in real life. Smash it. See, where there's a will, there's a way. There's no nefarious means there. I might well drop it. Oh no, it's doing its thing. It is dropping down. What on earth? Why are you trying to do that? You are a 12 points. Come on. Now that's not right. Come on, Giants. Now that physics is. Yeah, that's not right. It's only 1.5 tons. We are 12.5 tons. Well, we're doing a wheelie. Okay, so game mechanics really don't like that. We're going to have to try to do it a little bit more centrally then. Oh dear. Oh well, we've got a nice little tick up. So we need to get the middle one just to miss the middle block, which is about there. It's still not going to be exactly central though. It's better than it was though. Right. Oh, come on, no way. Right, now then, I'm hoping that we can literally we need the or we need either of the big tractors. In fact, I'm not sure that this is a massive thing on this. So it is it this side or the other side that seems to be the one that you have to lift the seeds up to, which of course is going to send us wappy, because this is wanting to like collapse. Right, I think actually you can jump in this, and I do realise, of course, there's the 60,000 one that is autonomous, isn't it? So yeah, that's the real. This hasn't got an engine, but the other one would have. Right, I think we will literally about do this. Whoa, that pallet box is not that heavy. Sometimes. No, I've got to be honest, you don't see that type of thing very often. No, Giants have got it right most of the time. It could be weight ratios and things. That's the trouble. Fine-tuning real pretend physics in a pretend world is, yeah, it's not that easy. I do love it when things go like this to show you how real physics is really quite stupid. Now we're going to fill this with, whoa, what? Whoa, it does not like steering left. Right, let's put this next to the seeds. Oh no, because it's going to do that refill seed, I think. Let's just stick this here and drop it as soon as possible, because it's, although it's quite hilarious, it's not funny really. Let's put those spikes away. Now I saw a farmer a few days ago who actually had his spikes high in the air and up. So yeah, not all farmers do have them down. Like you hear the common stories in the game that that's the way things are. But right, we're going to do this ourselves as well. And also, that's true. No, we do need to do a bit more, don't we? We need to grab some seeds for this and set the Terrasem on its journey. Yeah, while we've got this around. So we want to load with seeds. Now I would imagine we should be able to cope with the weight of like at least one of these bags. Oh, at least one of these bags. Before we would need a weight. With us being like one of a really heavy tractor. I'm not going to risk any more than that though. So what I'm going to do is dangle this as with the, what's the name of that one? It's only my favourite planter. My new favourite planter, I might add. Can we do this properly? Will it allow us? Because we can plainly see where that is. Is that going in or is it going on the floor? Apologies for that. I know it's not perfect. Oh, it's going somewhere. I think I can see a bit of red just appearing at the bottom. I can. Yeah, we're going in. Fantastic. Yeah, again, this is one of those trade-offs, isn't it? It is a fantastic. Oh, wow. So that, it's not. It doesn't have much seeds. Right, so then, what are we going to go with? Are we going sunflowers, or are we going with soy, as I originally said? Sunflowers, we can do the oil. Soy's just a cash crop, really, isn't it, to be honest? So, let's go with what? Canola. No, we've got to go soy with this. Yeah, we have. We can't go sunflower with the planter, cedar even. Right, so that we need to load the other course as well. This is a 6 metre. I don't think we've got a 6 metre on field 2. I'm sure we were there a minute ago. Yes, we need to do a course for this as well. Create job, of course. Yeah, of course. This was we cleared all of field 2 because it was used to be a bigger field. Of course, I'm just thinking to myself, why have I got no courses on field 2? That's because field 2 has changed. It was double this size. 3 headlands, 6 metres. Let's go 4. I think that'll be about right. Yeah, that looks good to me. And save course. Activate 6 metres. Right, okay then. So first, this should actually work. Now we need the class. Well, we don't. We could have taken the Challenger, but being as, yeah, we'll take the class and we will get that job across the road done. That may well run out, although I don't know, it's not like the other field. It might just about manage this. We're going to go and do this. Now, I think this is a lizard, so in real life it is something. It has got a symbol on the side, so is a proper manufacturer. P, that could be the modder. P, that doesn't look like it. PCP 6000. Yeah, so is that really storage? Can you literally use this as a double up as a trailer, I wonder? So it is, that's quite funny, that is. It doesn't actually allow you to do... It is unfolded. Got to lower it. Right, now this time we should be in business. Let's go a little bit lower. Yeah, so there's not a lot to do. I think we should just about manage to... Oh, it is reading the seeds. That's amazing. So what wouldn't read the sugar cane proper seeds, but it will read seeds as additional, because that's, yeah, we only had 1500, so yeah. I mean, I know seeds will do as seeds for this, but yeah. Right, that's all. There's quite a bit of work here, isn't there? Oh, it starts using seeds when there's nothing. I didn't realise it did that. If you keep the seeder down, it uses your seeds, even on something that's already done. Right, let's get this done. I'm not going to time lapse it, but we have got a lot to do this session. We've got to go down the bottom, grab the. I would like to finish. I would like to do a bit of grass for the cows, because I think it looks awful. I'm going to do that off camera though. I really don't want to drag you through me driving over cows, which obviously in real life we'd do something about it, but yeah, we'd shift the cows around and I'd get one of our helpers to like board off a certain area. Unfortunately in the game we can't we can't do that, so yeah, I will not, yeah, we will not harm any animals in the filming of this episode. So yeah, in health and safety reasons, that's going to be done off camera. It's the best way I can put it. Yeah, and not like, what's it, Thornton. Alright, literally the very first time I cut the grass when the sheep were in the pasture. It's not nice. I did try my best, but and that's the other thing, it gets quite stressful because you're sort of trying to be realistic and not literally chop the sheep's head off with a mower. And most of the time I managed alright, but then of course the sheep have a mind of their own, and at times decided that they wanted to see what I was doing, shall we say. Right, yeah, there is a bit here. Let's get that little patch there done. There's not a lot of this, but yeah, there's a bit just here as well. Triangles that got missed. Must be turnaround or something. This is going to be a big field. I'm not sure if we're also going to look out for in the sales when we've got some money again. If one of the sugarcane, the bigger ones, comes like the Jackto or the first one, is it Ors? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at sugarcane technology. I want to get the name in my head. Orstoft. Oh, it's a case, isn't it? Yeah, the case. Because that what I'm not sure if the Jackto does actually. I might have got the wrong. No, it doesn't. It's not got a hitch. I like the other one because that one's got to have the. I like the case because you can do it yourself, as I did on Silver Rum. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I really do love. And I think Giants have fixed it, because when on I can't think of the name of the first map, the American map. Oh, do you know, I hate that when my word brain goes dodgy. Yeah, on that one anyway. Oh, lift. Yeah, I did a well. It was the first time the game went wrong, where Giants said you need a new save game, and I didn't read the small print, because I don't always keep abreast of that. Just like most virtual farmers, I just crack on with the farming. Well, it did it literally died on me, but I'd literally sort of recorded the video so I could go back to the video evidence to see how well I'd done. But I finished, and then something went wrong. When you would try to save the game, it literally wouldn't save, and you got stuck, and it damaged the save and all sorts. So I had to go to a backup save. But obviously, I had the video footage of the session, so I knew exactly how well I'd done. Well, there's a little tiny bit there. So I did it with the normal harvest, the one that we've got, the single one, and I got so much. And then I used the 2 meter, which was the only one in the game at that point. That was brand spanking new, that we never had that in before. So I tried that. I thought, well, let's have a go. I'll do it myself. Well, that damaged crop, because what I finished with was far less. Now, I think Giants have done something about that, because I used that on Silver Run, and I didn't feel I ever. You can see it out the corner of your eye when it like just wisps it away. Right, so we did get a little bit of seed. Now, can we unload? That's what I want to know. We're going to need some seed over here at some point soon. On the backfield. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with this, with the splitting of the fields. I maybe I've done this a little small, but then again, I don't suppose we really want to be, you know, completely. Right, eject, unload. I do love those new. Oh, I need to do it again. Ah, no, no, it's reading the front. Right, we'll get, yeah, it is 528 litres. Right, so then we do need, that's the point, what are we, now that is ready for putting something in. It is had, canola was last, so actually this would suit. I fancy us doing a corn harvest. Oh, that can't be done until tomorrow. We've just had that tell us across the road, haven't we? So we're going to do corn in here tomorrow. That's for seeds, because obviously the corn's a fantastic yield. So we will do corn for seeds. I do like all the details on this. I do. It's fantastic. Oh wow, tiny headland. And this was the legitimate headland. That surprised me because, to be honest, even in-game workers don't like it when there's only a tiny weeny little bit of separation. I had difficulty when I create fields on Stone Valley, and it taught me a valuable lesson on how much... I had difficulties on one of the created fields because I'd only done a really narrow line of painting, and the game didn't like it. It caused issues, and it took me a while to figure it out as well. I did in time figure it out. Right, so then... What? What this time? I expected this to be half done. Oh, please don't tell me I haven't picked the right thing again. Yep, that's the problem. It's not the worker, it's the boss. It's next month. Right. Do we? No, we're not going sugar beet, or we might do potato. We might do a root crop. I might do in time. Yeah, and I'd like to do cotton. We could go sunflowers or oats. We've done oats, so no, we're not. We're going to wait till next month. Yeah, my bad. Blaming the worker. Right. So then we do. Oh, that's a point actually. Though we do need that across the road. And our grass we can do. No, we need to lift it and. Need to change to grass because we're going to do that. I'm going to stop the cameras for a minute. We're going to do that. I'm also going to do some fences. I'm hoping that we've got enough money to actually do the fences around the site. So I want to make this as realistic as possible. So yeah, we're going to be doing fences, reasonable fences as well. I'd like wooden as well. I don't like those plasticky ones that look like temporary fences. I'd sooner go like... Whoa, no, let's not argue with that. Apologies, Mr. Oh, wow, another fantastic vehicle. Yeah, now I remember. There are little tiny corner switches. Yeah, but this is no till. Anyway, we're doing this field. We're not doing the big field at the bottom. Oh, we've not sent back that thingy. Right, I'm going to give the shop a ring. Yeah, that'll be disappeared, as will the thing. The shop are going to come effect. I'm going to just turn off the cameras and I'm going to do the grass so that we don't see any death and mayhem of cows, because I like my cows. So anyway, for now I'm going to see you. Right, yes, I am in a completely different place. I have done the grass on that, but it came to my attention that I was planting grass whilst my animals were starving. So I thought, let's do the sensible thing and let's go down the bottom and let's do what we were supposed to do, and let's go and pick up all of the, this lot of stuff, which we're going to start to load on the TPS. It makes more sense, and we'll probably trundle. Now, well, he did manage the other 5-tonners, but yeah, that's true. This actually struggled. It would be nice to actually compare these. Yeah, so I thought, let's get the food. Yeah, this seemed to manage better. I mean, it has got a massive weight on the back. I suppose it's got about 3.4 ton weight, whereas this has got a 1 point something. Although, but I mean, obviously this is a low central gravity, but that only goes so far. It really does. So then, yeah, I'm going to try to load with this because it's easier. But also, anybody who knows anything about the TPS knows that really the most sensible thing to do is to stick a vehicle on the back so that it doesn't go down, because it goes to a point. It's a little bit. It is a. I cursed it the first time I used it, but then I got to see that it's actually a fantastic mod. I did, but it tipped over and all the bales went everywhere. So I wasn't happy the first time I used it, but it is fantastic. Let's switch the engine off because it always annoys me when you're trying to concentrate on something intricate. Right, so then we can only do one of these at a time, I think. So this, I'd like to keep this up like we did on Riverside. You do have to remind it though that it should be like loading in, because it sort of does, yeah, it does play up. It's really weird. When you go close to it, all of a sudden it reminds the trigger that it should be taking the stuff off the back of the... Now then, this is going to be fun, isn't it? Yeah, let's do this properly. Let's know half measures. And we are fairly low, so we shouldn't fall over. Go much higher than that and you run the risk of falling over, don't you? Ooh. Yeah, lime as well. No, I'm not worried about the lime. Well, we've got the other trail, but I'm not at the minute. This is emergency. This is us fixing the animals' feed, really. That's all that really matters. And hopefully, if all I achieve this session is, yeah, putting the fence around it, I'd like to see the grass grow, even if it's only first growth stage. I really would, because it looks pretty awful. I am going to do all of that as grass. Because obviously that is going to be an extension of the farmyard. It's for like productions and things like that, that bottom end, and chickens, as we've said. So yeah, I want to get the chickens in. I think I'm going to use the same one that I've used on Avon Valley. That me and Nat's chicken coop, we have history, and it's fantastic. Although I suppose, do we try another one just so as... Now then, yeah, it should be okay with what it's got on. Let's still strap it though. I love the TPS as well. It's got a unique strapping mechanism that goes up and down, so it really is fantastic. It's the best £1.50 you'll spend. I mean, it can literally double up. I mean, obviously you can't put... Well, you could actually, thinking about it. Pepe's done those ramps. Now, I never had much success, but like anything, if you persevere, I'm quite sure that if I found the knack, I did say that about them, that you could actually use a TPS even for that, and that would be fantastic use to have a trailer that's a bit of a low loader. All depends on how... I always find that things that go faffy annoy me. So yeah, it all depends on how faffy those ramps would be, really, as to how useful or not that actual thing would be. I'd sooner go for a trailer like that one that we go for, my favourite that we've got, the H2 Studio one. Because it is, again, it's not faffy. You just literally put the ramps up and down. It'll all double up as a bale trailer, a low loader, extensions, wood trailer. It's just so versatile. If anything deserves the name versatile, it's definitely that trailer. Right, let's strap those as well. So that's 20 tons of food, which is not going to go very far. Yeah, I prefer to do it this way, because obviously for a while it seems to be when you're close. It's almost like the programming of the game is if the player is close with a vehicle, that it reminds any trigger to switch on, but when you go away, that it switches off. Is the best. Like, I love to try to read game mechanics to understand how it works. It's just the way that my mind has always worked. It just gives you quite a lot of insight on how to work with rules. I find it invaluable. Right, I think, yeah, no, we're only going to get one. No matter how tidy you are, there's only one more going that end. Yeah, we'll stick the excess on the other trailer, I think. But yeah, this is the feed one is going to be there, and we'll just drop the rest off with the pallet forks, which are obviously, they have got an advantage over this in so much as, yeah, this can't ever get anything off a trailer, whereas that can, and that makes that quite unique. It does. Obviously I'd already bought this for the shop because it is exceptionally useful. I love this. It is, and if it didn't have that hiccup with the fact that can I do this better? Is there a better way to load this? Do I do one long ways? Sticking out very slightly. Yeah, obviously you can't ever take anything back off a trailer. You can with the AGM. That's amazing. The only sort of thing is, it's that you can't go onto a telehandler. It's got to go onto its own front loader, or else it does weird things. It does, and I mean, I've seen that for myself. I was trying to figure out, why is this? Why can I not get to the floor with this? And that's because it sort of sits on the wrong bit of a telehandler thing, or a front loader as well. It's the same problem with both. I know it's going to stick out a touch, but it is a touch. Yeah, and then we should go, that other one should be able to go in nicely widthways, which leaves 2 for the other trailer. Not bad. Gives us a bit, because yeah, 79 full grown. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Obviously, when we came into the game, I saw that there were calves, never cottoned on. Obviously, that yeah, there were our calves. It's quite amazing that whoever's been looking after them has fed them for a year. Or not, because their health is at 0. But yes, hopefully somebody took mercy on them in that year, because well, yeah, they weren't sort of technically ours, although they were in a way. So it's one of those weird situations, isn't it, really? Yeah, now this one can be loaded with no vehicles on it quite nicely. Now then, remember, the further out, yeah, only a few inches too far forward on this, and it does lean. It's amazing how it manages some 5 tons better than others, and it is mind you, it's 5,000 litres. It doesn't mean it's 5 tons. It could be 4 tons. Yeah, some things are heavier than others, aren't they? They're more dense. Right. Yeah, this has got those fantastic things that the Challenger found so hard because its height was wrong, so therefore they dragged it in the ground. But yeah, it's got those 2 really sturdy bars to give it real stability. Very well thought out, as most of H2 Studios. Yeah. Some Mr. CLP actually used the fertiliser spreader from H2 Studios. I might well load that in myself. Yeah, it looks quite good, a decent capacity as well. Not as big a spread as I'd like, but that's not the point. H2 Studios does some cracking mods, so yeah, it would be a nice trailed one. Right, fantastic. Okay then, well, I'm not going to worry about the line. We're going to leave this one down here because the most important job we've got today is to get that food up to the top. So we're going to, yeah, abandon ship. We'll come back in a bit with the Tatra and we will grab the rest. We're going to take this and, yeah, literally take this straight up and feed the... Oh, that's the other thing. Did I buy the water container? No, I didn't. That's the one thing I was going to do. Right, we need to do that, and we need to literally tell the other tractor to follow us as well. Yeah, we do. Animals is what we need. I thought we bought this. I think I mentioned it on the fly and said it'd been a long session. But that is what we're going to get. I could have sworn we did. I didn't have it delivered, did I? Animals. No, it would be at the top. It would. So no, we definitely have not ordered that at all. So we will do that now. Trouble is, this is the crossover. It was in this that I showed it. It was. No, it's not me forgetting for once. It really is. We're going to go for that one, the liquid tank, and we are going to go for... Oh, yeah, we're going to make this silver, which is, I think, how we left it. Well, no, it's white, so white becomes silver if it's chrome. So it's going to be all silver with just yellow wheels. We need to have a tap fitted as well. Yeah, that's right, I did mention it on this particular Let's Play. Right, so we're going to grab you, and we're going to grab that, which I believe we should. It's a shame, because I really wanted to grab the cultivator, but hey-ho. It's in order of importance, and that is more important than anything else. To feed and water the animals is the job. Yeah, unless you're rubbish at husbandry. Yeah, so what we're going to do... Oh, yeah, that's true. We will probably come back later. That's a bit wobbly, that rear weight. Now, this is the one shortcoming this has got. I find that the self-made weight, the only thing I've always said, the barrel weight is better for tugging things behind. This does weird things. Yeah, it sort of like gets stuck, and it's okay for some things. It seems okay for this. But yeah, on other things, it really is awful. So yeah, again, I'm not having a go either. Yeah, that green patch in the middle, that is where obviously the underneath the roof of the thing, which I obviously didn't do grass there. Right, fantastic. Yeah, we'll have a tap built close by, and yes, let's run this up to the top. 40 tons, which isn't going to last 70 long at all. We might well be buying some more. Yeah, are we going to try to be self-sufficient? We need more grass if we're going to... No, because we'll buy it in. It is cheaper to buy, as in a lot of farmers. Yeah, our product, we sell our grass for silage and make it into... Ooh. TPS is doing the same on this as the other one was on that. This is going to be a very uncomfortable ride. So TPS and the Tatra are not a good mix. Must remember this. Challenger and Tatra not to take certain implements. No, it needs to be something like the Class. Yeah, I've abandoned sheep. I've done the grass just around the animal bit, but I will do it more. I just didn't want to drag you around me going through cows. Yeah, it's going to do it again on the brow of this hill, isn't it, where we go down. Any bit where it's lumpy, where it changes elevation, it's going to do it somewhere about here. Yeah, not as bad though. That was not too terrible. Well, we would be catching up with the tractor if we weren't having these hiccups on the road. The local council would probably be chasing us for damages to the road, I would imagine, with this. Ooh, definitely. It's amazing how some things have got... I mean, it's really a wheel, but obviously that little wheel is registering in the game as a solid object rather than a wheel. It's a guide wheel, isn't it? Like on a caravan. Again, I'm towing it really in a way that it probably wasn't designed to be. Is that a Pontiac, the green sports car that's on this? Ooh. It's not going to help if I go on a field either, and anyway, you wouldn't do that. Let's indicate. Not much further, thank goodness for that. Double pressed again. Oh, there's a bit of a bumpy way into the field. It looks like the workers having as much fun as we are. Oh, no, I think we're having more fun than them. Now, will you stop running the cows over? Thank you very much, young man. We will take over. Right, so then, which one is the water and which one is the food? If we do the food for, or the milk? Yeah, the milk, you used to have the milk machine here as well on FS, yeah. And if you ever do watch Free Farmer, thank you very much for this, my absolute favourite mod. I've been waiting for this and hoping that you would release it for this, for FS22. It's amazing. So is this going to be the... You can't really tell. Oh, storage. Wow, 250 tonnes of milk, 32 tonnes of water. Food 150 tonnes, slurry fibre. Very generous amounts for the storage of this as well. Very generous. Right, so no, we want the food first. But do we grab the... I reckon we grab the other tractor. Yeah, because it's got a higher hitch. It's more suited for that. Let's zoom in a little. I feel like a little tiny ant. It might have a terrible turning circle, but it's still a decent tractor. Yeah, with strengths and weaknesses, it's not really about... Yeah, so I often have a clinical way of saying things. I don't really... Oh, have I not quite finished that? Oh, of course. No, I remember now. Let's just quickly finish that off. I did. And then, of course, the tractor had gone through it. So let's just quickly finish that off, because it does look odd. Also, it's going to fox courseplay if we do it like that as well. Let's do it smaller. And bear in mind that left-hand side is going to be... Yeah, you have to go by the tip of the diamond. Don't damage enemy grass. It costs a fortune. I know. I really can't get over that. I wish. There are times I truly do want to stick that free grass and that, because it's so expensive. It's like really mega bad. Right, there we go. That's. Oh, it still looks like it's not finished, but it is. It's just not got any grass on that little bit there. Right, anyway, more important things. Yeah, let's the Tatras let go. Let's grab that and let's get these fed and watered. Yeah, we'll have a tap fitted. I think the biggest thing is with any tractor that's not fantastic at steering is the fact you jump in from a tractor, say like the Challenger or a Massey, that's really good at steering. Then you jump into a tractor that's not so good. It clashes. It's a bit like when you change vehicles when you're a driver and you go from a good vehicle to a not so good vehicle, or a bigger vehicle. There's a bit of adjustment in your head. Right, I think actually this end is water, but I might be wrong. We shall see. If we, yeah, I'm going to go. I would say this is the food section here. Now, you used to do it on the outside on. Now that did lose a little bit. I was going to say, yeah, I'm definitely losing food, so I need to like turn more tightly. So I need to pull parallel like that, really. Right, while that's busy doing that, I still haven't a clue where it is. We're going to stick the tap. Are we going to have any issues if we stick the tap right near the end? That's where I used to stick it before, near the milk churns-ish. So container. No, I didn't stick it in. I was about to think, have I already stuck this in? But no, I haven't. I'd literally, it was a massive session. So I think we'll stick that near the milk churns, stick it out with V mode. And also I'd like it to be realistic in so much as the tap facing out. Ah, actually, the food's that end. So we're going to do this by... Yes, I knocked that. That shouldn't be there. In fact, yeah, that is a point. Let's stick that in the middle. It's not going to hurt. So actually, I think if we pull a bit further backwards, it's the back of the trailer that's actually been got, because obviously the front's too far forwards. It's where in the water section. I'm sure this was the other way around. Can we lift that? Can we move it? I think it was roughly there. Of course, it will reset, but yeah, I just want to get it out of the way for now. Yeah, so this should be grass tomorrow morning. Obviously, I've got that to reel the animal grazing mod on, so that really should... Oh, that's a point. That tractor's in the way. Although the filling thing on this is quite phenomenal. I mean, imagine in real life you'd probably have a hose pipe on it, so it's not really that you'd need to be that close. Right, smashing. Let's see. I would imagine, I don't know how much food these will need for now, and have we got it all? We have. It's all gone. Let's have a look. 40,000 out of 150,000, but let's have a look inside at the cow bit to see, does it need that amount? Yeah, no, we can literally go mad. Wow. Yeah, well, I'll probably do that off camera, but the money will have gone down, because we are, in fact, yeah, we're going to buy that now. We're going to fill the other one. This is at least emergency food. That was my main thing, is to get them fed and watered. I also would like to, yeah, cycle through till next month. Yeah, I suppose they're not going to run out of food, are they? He says so confidently. One thing I am going to do though, because we are going to buy some more. Another 10. Yeah, because that's only 50 tonnes, isn't it? It sounds a lot, and that's what I was saying about when people say, "Oh, you're buying that cheap." Well, yeah, we're buying in the reasonable priced thing, but we've got to lug it around. Whereas it'd be far more nicer to get it loose. But yeah, you've got to go with where the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and only count it so that you can be with me, if you know what I mean, on this thing, so you know what's happening. Yeah, not because I need to count. Yeah, I do love the post because we can obviously do the fences. Do we do that? Oh, that's a point. I need a gate though, don't I? I do. This is true. And where do I'd like a big gate, or double gates would be nice. Yeah, so we could send this back down. Oh, no, you've just gone through a cow. Oh, 2, actually. Yeah, these are no collisions on these, just so as you know. I apologise for the lack of realism, but I was just proving the point by going through it for you. So let's send this back down. I know it's slow, but it doesn't matter because we're going to join it in a few minutes. We'll take the tatch and we're going to go and get the other trailer. But I want to put the food on the food 1 because it makes more sense not to double handle all of the time. So, right, let's send that down. Note that on there. Set destination just above the top of the shop is where it seems to cope with it without it going bad. Nearly got run over. Right, do we send the Tatra? No, we're going to take the Tatra down manually because it doesn't take us long to pop down. Let's just see water. I just want to make sure that we've got a little bit more than emergency water. Yeah, that's where the straw appears. Of course, straw as well. Yeah, we're going to buy some. Ooh. Yeah, and that's what I was talking about, weird things. I think that's the weight of the... It's very strange. How much water did... Oh, we're nearly there actually. That will do. It's 32 tons of water is the limit. So, yeah. Fantastic. Let's drop that off. I might well buy something like a farm haul to be the yard tractor, and I'm not sure if for convenience we might actually go with my old partner H2 Studios, because I haven't featured that in ages. Yeah, to actually go for the multi-fruit buying, we're going to have to smooth that corner. It escaped my notice how bad it is. Yeah, it really is quite bad. I think that'll be... Yeah, you can only smooth, can't you? Otherwise you damage the crop if you level. It literally rips a hole in the field. Smoothing, not so much. Right, okay then, so do we need this? We've got the proper telehandler, the shop's telehandler down at the bottom. Right, let's go down to the shop and do we do the... I'd like to sort of take us through till tomorrow to see the grass grow, and also then we can stick the fence in properly. Because we're alright, we're not, we need to go through till tomorrow anyway. So it's 8 o'clock. And I think there's a tiny tick up, I believe, from the digestate stroke fertiliser that we did yesterday, but it is going to be a tiny little kick on top of our minus 3.5k costs. Oh, 3.8. Wow. Of course, we've got this as well. Brilliant. That looks a lot better. Right, let's stick the fences in, and we will refeed. Let's see how much that's gone down. With the feet. Oh wow, there is quite a bit of bumpiness here as well. It's amazing how grass shows that up. So, oh my life. No food. We used 40 tons. Right, there you go. So I was wrong to do that, I really was. Let's put the fence down. No, it is work really. Although we would be ordering contractors really to do this, wouldn't we? I mean, this is a depiction of us having a fence fitted. It's not really I don't see that we got a tick up. I think this is going to literally bleed us dry. Yeah, it's going to be expensive. I want a really decent double big gate. I don't know that the... Is that a gate? Yes, it is. No, it's too small. I think actually they're pretty much all the same. I like this one, but it's, if they're saying it's supposed to be a cheap one, that's a fair size. I think that's not bad. Opens inward. Would that be the right way? Would you want them to open outward? No, you would want them to open inward, wouldn't you really? Let's stick that not right at the very end as well. In fact, would we... No, because it's a farm, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Would it be... We probably would approach from the farm most of the time, although I'm going to have a farm wall here, I think. I'm going to invest in a farm wall or a little tractor, one in the sales or a farm wall, to be the waterer. So I'm going to think we're going to stick it... Yeah, that's just a placeholder, so it doesn't matter if we go where that... Or it might do things we don't really know. I suppose we could make do like that. Ooh, let's try to stick to the posts. I think the posts are there as a guide, really, not to worry about. So I don't think it's going to do anything terrible. Even if this skints us, though, we're going to do it. We've got seeds and everything for this month, so... Oh, it's going to be... Actually, that's clicking onto that post, so... Smashing. Brilliant. Can I see clearly the difference between the gate? I can. Brilliant. So we now have a proper cow pasture. I've never done that before. I usually stick it in a smaller field, though, so you don't really need it, the natural field edge. So it opens inwards. Lovely. They're big enough for us to get in with what we need to get into. Right, smashing. So then, do we leave it there? I think we will. It's really been about the cows. I am quickly, though, going to... In fact, yeah, that's the one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to show me fixing that, but I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to literally bring the food back in and I'm show me feeding the things. We bought the food, so I'm going to pop down. I'm not going to show me loading that up because you've seen it lots and lots of times. You've seen me buy it. That's the most important thing. So I'm going to see you back up here in a few minutes. This. I don't mean fun. It is the episode, as I keep saying. The farm is the farm, isn't it? It is the way. I'm only going to stick like 8 on this because if you notice the tyres like scream after 40 tons that this is, you could double load them, and I did used to do that on Riverside, and I thought, yeah, it slows down really badly, which is the game's way of saying that, look mate, you're overloading this. So yeah, I'm taking notes. We're just going to go to 40 tons. I'm not going to double loads to silly amounts, really. I think what we're going to do though is we are going to put some on the other one. We're going to stick that in, and this is the one that I'd like to, yeah, the additional, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so when we filled it the other way, then this is going to go in to keep it topped up. So to be honest, I was just thinking about this myself off camera. we've only got 13 tons. Obviously that really was, we might have to do some contracts to feed our animals. We may, because that is a point. Let's have a quick look to see what contracts are available, because I do truthfully think on that we're not earning anything at the minute, and we've got that operating costs. I think 4 months operating costs. Well, 3.8 we're at now, to nearly 4 grand operating costs. So that's, by my reckoning, if we spent nothing, it's still only just under 4 months before we went bankrupt. So truthfully, yeah. Now what was it? Oh, contracts, I believe is what you were looking for. Fertilizing. We will indeed accept that contract. Weeding. We've got a spot weeder. Does it says using a weeder, but it don't really matter, does it? We've seen field 21. No. Fertiliser contracts I can put up with, they are well worth doing. And we have got some fertiliser, so yeah, that's 5,000. That is for like 5 bags of food, and hopefully later on we might get some more. We've got the seed for doing all that we need to do on our farm, but we are a long way off. Yeah, we're home and dry with the thing. Yeah, it's true. I'm trying to think if there's anything we can do. Well, we're gonna have silage again. We're gonna have tick up. We should. I think I did say it was. Yeah, April we were gonna cut the grass. So yes, and we're not far off. Canola. Is that July? Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. It has been a short session, I think, so let's just have a quick look. When is our first harvest? I believe all we have got so far is our canola fields. So far, because we're going to plant the next one today. So that is, yeah, field 7, which is canola. And that, and of course, sugarcane. Yeah, I was forgetting that. Oh, that's the point. I never looked at that. I think it takes a couple of months for that to actually grow. Let's have a look at growth. Yeah, it is growing, first growth stage. Right, and it does look like we've not missed anything on it, so... Canola is July. Yeah, not like barley, so yeah, July. Anyway, let's get these stuck in. So April, May, June, July, we've got a few months to last. We could just about last, but we have got... And that's why the grass business is a good one. It does, yeah, I mean, we've got April. You could cut it every single month on first growth stage, but I used to do that, funnily enough. On FS19, for a long while, I thought it was better to cut on first growth stage than wait for that final growth stage because it took so long. I'm not saying it's wrong, because it's a growth stage after all said and done, but yeah, and I don't know that there's a... Yeah, it swings and roundabouts, but obviously it's more... Ooh, see what I mean about it? Look at the tyres. Right, this time we're going to strap it inwardly. Right, we're going to send that up to the top now, and we're going to grab those limes. Yeah, with the... I know we've still not been able to take that, the crone up. We're going to need that this coming session. So we'll get the fertiliser contract underway next session, this month still. We'll get the cornfield done, and we'll get the soybeans done as well. Right, let's send you up to the top. Yeah, we might have to not have any workers for a while as well. Well, what about... Why is the... I think we're going to need to stick that like there. Ah, that's the trouble. It doesn't necessarily mean it is where it looks like, does it? That's the trouble. I do like that, because you send him out and then you can just run through here. It's quite fantastic. Right, food. Let's get those other 2 on. Yeah, what I'd like to do is get rid of all of this food off here, which is only 20 tons, which 79 cow. Mind you, we're going to get manure and things like that. Well, we need to buy some straw, which, oh, that's a point. Actually, it is. Yeah. Let's do this properly. Let's go over the road and let's order it. Yeah, let's do this. I do like the vehicles. I ran through one of those earlier, and it sort of shows you the bodywork. It's quite amazing. I didn't expect to. I sort of like ran towards it and went straight through it. But yeah, it was quite amazing. Right, so I believe we want straw. Is this cost effective? In a way it is. It's like buying a bale for £1,000, isn't it? So it's still, it really is still, yeah, I mean, do we start to keep some straw back? I don't think we do, yeah. Yeah, now we're getting down to danger money, aren't we? So, yeah, let's leave it at that. That's at least some straw to be getting on with to produce manure. We will produce quite a bit of slurry, and that's going to augment our business as well. So, yeah, sometimes you focus just on the doom and gloom, but animals also produce income and streams for the business. So, yeah, it's as broad as it is long. It's not all bad. Now, this we could double up on if we really wish to, as this is an industrial, although I've got to be honest, when you look at the stretch between the axles, I think we'll go single. Let's go realistic. Yeah, let's do the food all together and the straw all together. And we want, yeah, we need to make enough room for the lime though, so that I have got to leave. I'm going to lift this the horrible way, the lime, because I want it to keep it tight. So I can't do the, to grab 4 at a time, I need to use the cheaty strap method rather than the big bag handler method, the proper going through the eyelets jobby. So apologies for that, but I've got to keep it tight on the trailer or we're just going to run out of space. Right, brilliant. So that's our worker got up to the top. We will pop up there. I'm going to catch the bus and I'm going to meet... Oh no, we've got the Tatra. I don't need to do any such trickery. We can just drive up there. Right, straw. Now, can we get the... I think we ought to double stack the straw. We're going to do it at the back where the axle is. So that... Oh, I don't know. No, 8 tons of lime, I think, is the heavier of the two than a ton of... Well, it says 450 kilograms. I don't get that. It's 5,000 litres. So, mind you, no. Thinking about it, straw's as light as a feather, isn't it? So I do understand that actually. Oh, can you lift that? Yeah, because it's light. It's just a lot of it, isn't it? It's in bags. It's not heavy. If you imagine straw in bags like that, would it be compacted straw? Is the question I'm going to ask. It's not pellets, it is just straw, but it probably would be compressed to a degree, I would imagine. Now we can do a little bit of a push to the left to push that in a little to make this as tight as possible. Yeah, I thought no. Mississippi does that quite a lot, and it's a lot of the viewers say no, we want to watch the things. Again, people have got a choice. If people don't want to watch you loading, they'll just flip on to the next bit of the video. So, besides which, it can be hilarious. On a bad day, it can be very hilarious. I must admit though, actually, I don't normally do this. I usually do a time lapse. Yeah, I feel... I suppose I've had lots of practice. This is what I was saying. I am trying to do manual loading all of the time. So you do sort of get into... I don't mean you don't have a bad day at the office. I've said that, always said that, and that's never going to change. You are going to get that where some days are good and some days are bad. But yeah, you're also going to get a general level where you know things because you've done it so many times. Right, let's strap that lot off. Fantastic. Oh, the Tatra's quite quiet actually. Right, now then, look away if you're easily offended, because this is going to be, well, not messy, but like, yeah, me grabbing 4 at a time is, I need to keep them tight. And if I do it the other way, if I drop, because you have to drop them off and get the drop mark, yeah, like attach and drop, I might get 6. Oh, I have as well. Yeah, and also the weight. I know the weight's a little bit unbelievable. Now, I think we could probably get 6 of these, and we're going to end up actually having loads of space left on this, aren't we? Yeah. Wow. I didn't realise you could actually get 3 abreast on that. Oh, and that's what I was saying. If you do the detach thing, you've got to... Mind you, I suppose you can always do that. Right, anyway. We've got plenty of lime for the new field. We've got, I think, with enough fertiliser. Oh, no, they're all in. Yeah, we can expel it out the cedar planters, can't we, if we really need to? So, yeah, I do think going forwards, I probably am going to have the Schaefer on almost every Let's Play. We're going to go for a Schaefer as the shop's telehandler. I think I'm going to do that before I start. So just as a matter of course that the shop has, I think it's highly believable, and a lot of map makers are beginning to do that themselves. Actually, provide. I mean, the Silver Run Giants did that themselves because it is highly believable that the shop would have some form of equipment. Oh, it's messy. Oh, that was me being stubborn. I should have stopped. Right, smashing. Let's put this back where it should be. Well. Fantastic, it's a bit tight. Right, let's... Oh, I appear to be stuck somehow. The door will not let me pass, even though that is its function. Right, let's get that. The drawbridge raised. And let's strap the lime that has not been strapped. And let's get this up to the top. I think we're going to need to spin around. That's not quite enough room for me to comfortably turn. There's nothing behind me. That's all on the right hand side. So we still need to come back for that. Now, I have a good mind to send one of our workers down as we leave the map, so that next session it can come and fetch that. Even if it's one of the slow tracks, it doesn't matter if it's a worker trundling. We could do the white boss. In fact, you know, we could actually do that now, because the white boss is in front of the shed, if I remember rightly. So let's just do that. Sorry about that. I'm just getting a phone call from a friend. I need to ring them back in a minute. Right, real life. Right. Let's get this taken, and then that is where we're going to leave this session. Yes. Very productive. I will show you the feeding of these next session, but I'm going to leave the pallets just in front of the things. Yeah, as I said, real life is calling, so quite literally. Yeah, so I'm going to say my goodbyes. Thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope that you stick with me on this exciting journey. I really do look forward to coming on the Let's Play. I do, and yeah, there's ups and downs, but they've been, I think, quite authentic ones. Yeah, I can hear the music, as I was saying earlier. It really is fantastic. It is coming. I can see it coming down the road. Yeah, so I'm going to say goodbye for now.